I'm hearing a lot about a term that was used by a lady named Alexandra Lourdes, and she came up with coined the term Couture Food, which is nothing new because the other name for it is haute cuisine. Everyone knows if you go to like Switzerland or if you go to Paris, even New York, you'll find some of the best fine dining restaurants in the world. And when I first heard this woman say her donuts were couture, I'm like, she high on something. The donut is the most basic American junk food there is. We have Krispy Kreme for a reason. We have Dunkin' for a reason. Like, what is this woman talking about? A donut is not going to become couture. But then I realized why I was criticizing her. Number one, she's right. I'm going to get to the number one point. That's the point of this video. Number two, there's a thing out here in greater Seattle area called Top Pot and one out in Portland called Voodoo Donuts that have been making similar homemade donuts, and that thing could have a line wrapped around 2 to 3 blocks. Everybody knew this about Portland. I don't know how true that is now with all the crime and what's going on. But I had known of people who took whole weekend trips to go get Voodoo Donuts, a 3-hour drive to get donuts. Because of the box, because of the experience that you get from that, because you can have a wedding ceremony at Voodoo Donuts. So to be honest, because I watch her video and her partner, who's of Italian heritage, he gets on to her about some of the silly things she does. At first I thought she was delusional. But back to that first point, this is why she's actually winning. When you look at these transportation issues, current transportation issues, because I've been watching another lady in Vegas who gives you the hardcore truth about Vegas, like avoid the cake machines. I forgot her name, but her brutal honesty is just refreshing. When you look at the high end and fine dining that's increasing in Las Vegas, okay? When you look at the fact that transportation problems have emerged, when you look at the issue with fast food and how we're paying more money to get the worst junk possible that we shouldn't be eating anyway, it brings about one I won't say tradition, one prediction I have from 2025 going forward. Fine dining is going to become more of a norm. Excuse my burp. Told y'all I have probably that acid reflux. Because if your attitude is you're going to make people pay an arm and a leg almost for junk, oh, transportation issues, they're going to start demanding the highest quality of whatever that is. So then the couture burger is going to replace yours. I'm personally happy this fast food rebellion is happening, but I want to stick to the topic of couture food. And the biggest indicator, because people do this, and believe it or not, I may tick some people off who eventually watch this video. Erewhon is also winning, and I've never been in one. Far be it me to go pay $10 for an orange. I just don't see that happening. But Erewhon is winning, and this is why. The ideal that you have valet parking, because this is what I've heard about Erewhon. I've seen an image of the elevator. The fact that you take an exclusive elevator up to a grocery store to have a high-end experience for the same stuff that you can get at Costco, and people are willing to pay that, tells me that Couture Food is going to be as much about the experience as it is the food itself. Erewhon to me is an indication of the direction that we're going far as the everyday experience with shopping for food. I'm not saying I would ever go to an Era One again. I can't see myself paying $10 for an orange. I say that now, but technically I have the money and the means to do so. For the first time in my life, 2024 is the first real year I had that going for me. That's going to be the new norm. And that's going to be one of the determining factors in how some people move in society. I know that's going to be a bit much, because her donuts, by my account, are affordable. So why go pay more money for the typical stuff that's been mass produced when you can go and get something that's more local and fresh? Haute cuisine was supposed to be something at a time that was supposed to be a rare treat, something that you did occasionally. I suspect that this year and beyond in the United States, the people who can afford higher quality, this type of eating, whether you do it at your house for entertainment, whether you do it on your own, whether you do it through your local farmers markets, buying things there that are already pre-made, or buying things so that you can cook, this new Couture Food is going to be the norm.